Hey Melinda, so I know exactly what you're talking about. This is looking at a blog post, and up here we just have the slug, as it's called, for the post itself with no predecessor before that. Just in the way of terminology, so some WordPress terminology. These things that are called webinars and publications are called custom post types. And when you have one of those, then it will automatically, I'll go here and hope I'm saying something that's correct. It will automatically display that custom post type with the predecessor of the custom post type. So that is why it appears here. It's a native thing of creating a custom post type. Posts, the blog posts on the site, are not created with a plugin. They're a built-in feature of WordPress. And so when you view a blog post, like we were over here, normally nothing appears in front of it. But we can have something appear in front of it with a simple change, but that simple change is going to change the URL of all the blog posts. So let me show you what it is, and I'm going to turn it off again because it's going to change the URL for all the blog posts, and we probably need to put a 301 redirect in there for all of them in case anybody has the link to that. So we come down here to settings and to permalinks. Permalinks are again in the term that's used for the actual link to get to something. And we have it set to the post name. Actually, it's a custom structure, same thing. And all it has in it is the post name. But we can set it to have the category name in there. So let's click on that, except we want that to precede, not succeed. So let me move that back here, square away the slashes. And now when I hit the Save Changes down here, that's going to change the permalink for all the posts. So let's go ahead and close this one out. Go back up here to posts. Find one that's there. Let's use this one. It's in a category called blog. So now it should have blog in front of it. So when we open it up, we'll now see it has blog in front of it, which I guess is what you were attempting to do. But just so you know, again, it changed the URL, so everything that had a link to it, including Google indexing and everything else, will have it be wrong. So we're going to have to put in some redirects before making this permanent. And also, it's going to put it into the category that it was in. So this one doesn't have a category, so it really does need one. These down here have a webinar category, which would put webinar in front of it, which probably probably it would conflict or potentially conflict with the webinar over here because of the names, and it gets mixed up when the slugs don't do match. So that's when you used to have to start picking the categories appropriately. If you want everything in the blog to start with /blog, then we can do that here. Another way to do it, let me go back over to the permalink, is instead of putting the category in front of it, is literally to put /blog in front of it. It doesn't have to be a fancy short code. And we save that. And so when we get back here to this one that already had /blog in it and refresh, it's going to work fine, as you see. And then if we also come down here to one that is uncategorized, it's still going to have, let's view it, it's still going to have /blog in it. I'm sorry, it didn't. Hold on just a moment. I needed to refresh this page. So now we go here to where we can view it. Let's open it up. And it should have /blog and then monoclonal, etc., etc. So now every blog post, independent of the category it is in, will have /blog in front of it. So again, I'm going to remove this right now. This is how you do it. It looks like you want /blog in there. It can actually be anything you want, as long as it doesn't conflict with something that would be over here. So I'm going to go ahead and take that out. So we're not going to have any issues with 401 or 404 errors for things that don't go anywhere. So now when I go over here and refresh this, when it has blog in it, it's going to tell me there's nothing at the end of that because there is no, it automatically redirected. Well, that was nice. So what we need to do is turn it to blog and then set up the 301 redirects, of which there should be a plugin here, right here, to be able to put them in with the old and the new. So if that answers your question, great. If you need more help, let me know. Thanks.